When the mid-1970s automotive landscape demanded a radical rethink of luxury, Cadillac faced a precarious crossroads. Known for its large, opulent sedans, the brand's traditional approach was being challenged by rising fuel costs, stricter emissions regulations, and an influx of European luxury competitors like Mercedes-Benz and BMW. Cadillac's market share had begun to erode, and the very identity of American luxury risked becoming a relic. Enter the 1976 Cadillac Seville, a model that, unbeknownst to the public, would not only redefine the brand's design philosophy, but also prevent Cadillac from financial collapse. The Seville was conceived in response to a clear strategic challenge: produce a luxury sedan compact enough to compete with nimble European imports, yet retain unmistakable Cadillac grandeur. GM engineers and designers operated under an unusual mandate for the company: blend fuel efficiency with elegance, innovation with heritage, and precision engineering with comfort. The design of the 1976 Seville immediately set it apart. Unlike its massive Eldorado or Fleetwood cousins, the Seville featured a more streamlined, squared-off exterior that emphasized proportion over sheer size. Its 1970s wedge-shaped body, pronounced beltline, and sharply defined edges were a marked departure from Cadillac's previous swooping curves. A key visual signature was the vertical grille and hidden headlights, which gave the car a dignified, almost futuristic presence for its time. The rear deck was subtly truncated, balancing aerodynamic efficiency with visual weight, while chrome accents and Cadillac's iconic crest signaled the car's prestigious lineage. Inside, the cabin was meticulously designed to convey technological sophistication. A driver-focused dashboard wrapped in plush leather, incorporated wood veneer, and brushed aluminum accents. Seat ergonomics were thoughtfully engineered, with a suspension-tuned ride system designed to isolate passengers from road imperfections, a hallmark of Cadillac luxury. The interior also introduced subtle innovations such as optional digital instrumentation and early climate control systems, which hinted at the company's ambition to lead in automotive tech. Underneath its polished exterior, the Seville concealed a suite of technical refinements that marked a turning point for Cadillac engineering. The first-generation Seville was powered by a 5,000cc V8 engine, smaller than the gargantuan engines used in full-size Cadillacs, but calibrated for a balance of performance and efficiency. Engineers tuned it to produce respectable torque while allowing the car to feel nimble on city streets and highways alike. Suspension was a standout feature. An independent front suspension, combined with a torsion bar rear setup, allowed the car to handle sharper turns with more control than any other Cadillac of the era. Steering responsiveness, previously criticized in larger sedans, was dramatically improved through recalibrated rack and pinion components. Innovative climate and electronic systems, from air conditioning to automatic headlamp controls, were integrated not just for comfort, but to signal Cadillac's embrace of cutting-edge technology. Every engineering decision reflected a careful synthesis of tradition and modernity, a car that could retain loyal customers while attracting a younger, more performance-conscious demographic. The Seville's arrival in the market was met with cautious curiosity. Priced competitively against European imports, yet above mainstream American sedans, it targeted buyers seeking luxury without the bulk of older Cadillac models. Critics lauded its refined handling, driver-oriented cockpit, and elegant restraint in styling, contrasting sharply with the excesses of other domestic luxury cars. Media reception emphasized the Seville's smart American luxury positioning, highlighting how it delivered the Cadillac experience in a smaller, more technically sophisticated package. Early buyers appreciated the tangible shift in performance and comfort, noting how the car felt lighter, more agile, and surprisingly responsive for a vehicle bearing Cadillac's crest. For Cadillac, The Seville represented both a technical experiment and a strategic lifeline, positioning the company to remain relevant amidst intensifying global competition. Amid all this innovation, one shocking detail underscores the Seville's pivotal role in Cadillac's survival. It was one of the first American sedans deliberately engineered with European competitors in mind. Unlike previous attempts at downsizing, which were often reactive, the Seville was the result of meticulous benchmarking against German and Italian luxury sedans. Designers studied chassis rigidity, weight distribution, and suspension geometry to ensure that Cadillac could compete not just in size or comfort, but in driving dynamics. In essence, the Seville was a bold gamble, an American car with European sensibilities designed to preserve brand heritage while preventing the company's collapse. By combining cutting-edge engineering, a compact yet stately design, and a performance profile that defied expectations, the 1976 Seville redefined what Cadillac could be. The market response to the 1976 Cadillac Seville was, in retrospect, transformative, while initial production volumes were modest, reflecting the car's new positioning and price point. Sales exceeded internal projections, signaling a latent appetite for a smaller, technologically sophisticated American luxury car. Priced at approximately $10,000 in 1976, the Seville undercut European rivals while delivering familiar Cadillac craftsmanship. Its competitors included not only Mercedes-Benz's mid-size sedans, but also the BMW 2002 series, both of which were winning over affluent, performance-conscious buyers. What set the Seville apart was its ability to offer American luxury without the cumbersome dimensions and heavy fuel consumption typical of the era. Automotive journalists emphasized its nimble handling and ride comfort, noting that it felt less like a traditional Cadillac and more like an intelligent, adaptive vehicle. Customers, meanwhile, were intrigued by its modern features. The hidden headlamps, digital controls, and refined interior materials conveyed an impression of innovation and forward-thinking design. The Seville's success had immediate repercussions for Cadillac's product strategy. Its popularity validated the notion that downsized luxury could retain profitability, encouraging GM to rethink engineering approaches across the brand. By proving that Cadillac could compete with European sedans on performance, efficiency, and technology, while maintaining the symbolic luxury that defined its heritage, the Seville provided a blueprint for future models. Subsequent generations would expand on its compact yet luxurious formula, influencing everything from suspension tuning to interior ergonomics across Cadillac's lineup. Moreover, the Seville's engineering philosophy, blending American power with European refinement, paved the way for Cadillac to enter international markets with a credible technical offering rather than relying solely on brand prestige. Perhaps the most dramatic aspect of the Seville story lies in its indirect impact on Cadillac's survival. By the mid-1970s, GM executives had recognized that unchecked reliance on oversized, fuel-hungry sedans could threaten the company's financial viability. The Seville was not just a car, it was a calculated intervention designed to retain Cadillac's relevance in a rapidly changing industry. In this context, its compact design, innovative suspension, and smaller V8 engine were not mere aesthetic or technical choices, they were survival mechanisms. The car's reception among press and buyers alike confirmed that Cadillac's gamble had succeeded. The brand could innovate without alienating its loyal clientele, proving that American luxury could evolve without losing its identity. The legacy of the 1976 Seville extends far beyond its sales numbers. It influenced Cadillac's design language for decades, introducing sharper lines, driver-focused interiors, and a greater emphasis on efficiency and handling. The The car also established a precedent for blending engineering sophistication with brand heritage, demonstrating that American automakers could respond intelligently to foreign competition. For enthusiasts and historians, the Seville stands as a reminder that strategic design and technical foresight can literally save a company from collapse. The most shocking truth: the Seville's existence hinged on Cadillac's recognition that survival required daring innovation. The very car that many initially underestimated ended up reshaping the trajectory of one of America's most iconic automotive brands. Its influence persists today in Cadillac's commitment to performance, technology, and refined luxury, showing that a single model, born out of crisis, can redefine an entire brand.